Hello, welcome back to swinpop's Plan B. Going through UFC Fight Night Atlanta, Queen Buckley vs Kamaru Usman, starting off with Michael Chiesa vs Court McGee. How is Michael Chiesa getting these fights? You know? I mean, even Tony was pushing it, you know what I mean? Giving him Tony Ferguson, even that was pushing it. You're giving him a 40-year-old Court McGee. I didn't even know he was still in the UFC. He's actually ancient, okay? He's actually an ancient fighter. Someone found him in a fossil and revitalized him to go against Michael Chiesa here. Who knows? But yeah, no, I've got Michael Chiesa versus by submission, probably by a choke, or maybe Conor McGee would just break a hip, or his neck, or his back, or just anything while he's in the octagon in the first 15 seconds of the fight, trying to walk over to Michael Chiesa. Next we go to Paul Craig versus Bellato. Okay. You know, Paul Craig's probably gonna lose, okay? But imagine if he won. That's why I'm picking Paul Craig via crafty vet fraud checking a guy, 8 years younger than him? Let's go. Paul Craig. I actually think he's gonna win via checking a leg kick, okay? Belotto's going to throw a leg kick, Paul Craig's going to check it, and his leg's going to break, and that'll be the fight ended. End of the career. Paul Craig will cement himself as a crafty vet, you know, and that'll be done. And then he'll have a title shot against Ankalaev, which he'll win. Alonzo Menfield versus Umar Sy. I do think Sy is going to win this. Alonzo Menfield. It's not time to pack up and leave yet. I feel like he's still got some left. He's 37 though, you know? It's just like, I don't know how fighters are getting this old. I know it's the heavier weight classes, it's easier to do this, but come on. Also, the fact he's higher on the card, this fight's higher on the card than Paul Craig is kind of, not that it really matters, but it's kind of crazy. Nah, it is Alonzo Menfield, but yeah, anyway, and against a prospect like Umar Sy, okay, it's fine. But yeah, and I've got Umar Sy either by rear naked choke, which he seems to like, but I don't think you're going to be able to submit Alonzo Menfield here. I think he's going to win by TKO, via ground and pound. Umar Sy, maybe in the first or second round. Abdul Malik versus Cody Brundage. I don't think Cody Brundage wins this at all. But what I do think is that minus 800 is crazy. Minus 800. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's no way Cody Brundage wins. I mean, come on. Abdul Malik he's a bit of a monster, actually. He's actually, I quite like watching his fights. I went back and just watched all 8 of them in his professional MMA career. I kind of like watching him. I really enjoy it. Cody Brundage is going to lose this. TKO KO's first round. Cody Garbrandt versus Raoni Barcelos. Raoni Barcelos is really good against pace and Talbot, especially for a guy his age. The crafty vet himself. Bro, Cody Garbrandt, what happened, bro? What happened? Now, just you wait. Cody Garbrandt via 15 minutes of glory, okay? 15 minutes, he's going to be the best fight you'll ever see. No, he's losing this fight. I don't want to say he would get finished. I don't want to see Cody Garbrandt get finished, so for that, I'm just going to say Barcelos wins by decision. Hopefully, Cody can pull it off. But, yeah, no, I'm just going to say Barcelos by decision. I can't believe Cody Garbrandt's only 33 and it's time to pack up. It's time to pack up. It's not, but it is. You know, I don't see him winning all that much in these coming years against higher ranked guys. I think Barcelos is going to be able to take him out. Not with too much difficulty here, you know? I don't know what it is with Cody Garbrandt. He just kind of had the biggest fall off of all time. Was it ever there? I think it was. I think we witnessed it. It was there. You know? what happened, man? But I've got Barcelos via decision. Maybe Cody Garbrandt will win one of the rounds. Maybe round 3 he'll try bring it back or something. But no, I've got Barcelos by decision, 29-28. Next we go to okay, Edmund. I'm not saying the second bit. Versus Petrosky. I've got Petrosky via communism. Petrosky via communism. I actually have no idea. I'd love to see Edmund win this fight because I like to watch him more than Petrosky. But I think Petrosky's gonna take him out here. I think he's gonna be too strong for Edmund. I think it's just gonna come down to that. If it stays on the feet a bit longer, maybe Edmund can win this if it stays on the feet longer. But I've got Petrosky via communism. But if Edmund does win, it'll be via capitalism. So you never know. It's the age-old fight: communism versus capitalism. Petrosky versus Edmund Shabazian, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna go Petrosky. I think Petrosky's gonna win. Probably decision. All 3 rounds. But I feel like one or two of them are going to be close, and it's going to be a bit of an upset. Not an upset, sorry, a bit of like a controversial one. I think a couple referees maybe paid off by the Communist Party of Russia. They don't have a Communist Party anymore. Well, then, the Communist Party of China. Yeah, you didn't see that one coming, did you? Okay, Rose Namajunas versus Miranda Maverick. I think Rose Namajunas is actually going to win this fairly easily. I don't know if I can see her finishing Miranda Maverick for some reason. Nah, yeah, she can. Go on. I've got Rose Namajunas versus by head kick KO. Sorry, Miranda Maverick. Not your time yet. It will never be your time. It just won't be. Rose Namajunas, yeah, by a KO head kick, flatline, highlight reel. A bit like when, who's the Chinese bird? Oh, what's her name? Ming? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, what's her name? It's gonna annoy me. Is it Shi Ming? I think it's Shi Ming. That, you know the one. The KO highlight reel. Flatline. The doctor. Come on, you know the one. A bit like that. Rose Namajunas is just going to put her lights out. A bit like Kamaru Usman against Leon Edwards too. Okay, Kamaru Usman versus Haquain Buckley. I've already said my piece on this. Haquain Buckley, 3rd round. Usman shoots a takedown. Knee up the middle. He tries to back up towards the cage, holding his bleeding face. A bit like Tony Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje, kind of. Quain's gonna chase him, try throw another flying knee. Kamaru Usman's gonna evade it, but then the uppercut's coming, like Charles Oliveira versus Chandler 1 against the cage. Usman doesn't quite collapse though, and then he's just gonna get teed off on by Haquain Buckley, and that'll be the fight. It will get called standing TKO for Haquain Buckley. Sorry, Usman. But if Usman does win, it's like, okay. Fair enough then. Okay. Apparently you still got it. Why am I doing this? Apparently you still got it. What are the odds? Oh, okay. Yeah, Haquain Buckley is the favourite, as expected. But, you know, not super crazy, which is also expected. What are the odds here? Okay, yeah. Odds. Okay. Odds, yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. No one's backing Alonzo Menfield. I thought, like, there'd be some respect here, but... Wow. Okay. I don't think that's a bad bet, then, if you put a K on Alonzo Menfield. Put it all on Alonzo Menfield. I'm not even picking him, but... I think he's got more of a chance than they're laying off here, actually. But anyway, Paul Craig, yep, obviously, he's the underdog. Michael Chiesa, yeah, obviously the favourite. I'm not gonna go through these fights just because I'm hardcore, but I'm not that hard. No, I'm joking. It's just I can't be asked. But yeah, well there you go. By the way, I do think Malcolm Wellmaker's gonna win this. Let me just say that. If Chris Matinho wins this, who put Chris Matinho against Malcolm Wellmaker here? Who did that? I don't think he's gonna win at all. Where'd he go? I don't think. Do they not do odd? Where's the odds? Is it because it was what's it called? A late insertion? But yeah, there's no way Chris Matinho wins this. What did he do to the UFC officials? Let me just say that. What did Chris Matinho do to the UFC officials to put him against Malcolm Wellmaker? He's not winning this. If he does, I might just pick him now. Because if he does, that'd be crazy. I've got Chris Matinho via flying knee in the first 6 seconds of the fight. 0.1 second quicker than Jorge Masvidal against Ben Askren. There you go. Chris Matinho. Fraud checking Malcolm Wellmaker. Yeah, that's it. See ya. Physics on Monday. Oh my god, it's so over. I haven't even started revising Loki. Pray for me. Come on, let's pray. To all my 0 viewers. Nice. Cheers.